We're back, people, and today we're breaking down film on Kaden Prather, Maryland wide receiver. Very, very underrated prospect. He's flying under the radar in this draft class. Maryland, he is a big body guy, like 6'3", 210, 215-ish. Very fluid. I really compare his game. I think he's sort of like a poor man's Nico Collins. Like, I'm not trying to say he's going to be Nico Collins, but like, he's kind of like a little bit smaller, but like he has some of that same like play style, movement skills kind of thing as Nico. He can be a little bit of a body catcher at times, but you can see the body control ability to adjust at the catch point. I love his ability on like in breaking routes. He understands how to get open. His hip sync is so good. So like I think you get him as like your X receiver in a Shanahan type system. Like, you know, what's the Texans run, Miami Dolphins, that type of thing, Packers. Anyone that's in that style system, like I feel like he fits really well as a big body X because he can run those in breakers fluidly. He can win downfield for you at the catch point. He's also like really smooth in fluid after the catch. Like he'll run through some arm tackles. I do wish he was a little bit of a better blocker for a guy his size, which I think is something that's kind of missing from his game. But for a guy that moves this well for his size and can make plays in multiple different ways, as whether it's, you know, creating separation, winning in contested situations down the field by adjusting, or just running crisp and fluid routes to like making like hard breaks and making some tough catches too, away from the frame, down and below. It's really impressive what I've seen from the kid. So really excited for him. One of the guys I really enjoyed watching the most here in the screen game. You can get him involved, like, and this is the thing that he wasn't used a lot in the Maryland offense. If you really watch, he wasn't schemed a lot of touches. So like a lot of his production just came off him like naturally winning. But when he was scheme touches, he made the most of it. Like here, you can see him catch the ball. Ball is thrown a little bit behind him. Look at him already shifting his momentum up the field, even though he's still catching this ball with behind the, you know, where he wanted to go away from it. His momentum was still shifting up the field. And you can just see the fluidity to make a guy miss in space, natural feel. So like make this guy miss, reduce your, you know, surface area, get skinny, make a miss, and then instantly get back upfield. I feel like he just looks so natural there. You can just see like that natural big body fluidity type, and that's really what you're looking for. And then he can win vertically too. Here, a little double move. I wouldn't say he's like the biggest burner ever, but I think he's got enough speed and obviously like stride length. I think he can big up, you know, get enough to get down the field vertically, which is nice to see. If I could speak English. But really good setup, get outside, and then hard sell, sink those hips, and then instantly accelerate out of it and just create that separation. He doesn't get the target here, but like he probably should have. They threw the other vertical. He was much more open. And he's just winning down the field. He can release off of you. I think he can maybe work on his release package a bit. But he is a bigger body and can fight through contact, which is nice to see. Like, love seeing this part. Fight through the contact, hand fighting, get down, track the ball, make the adjustment. Does, like, maybe not catch the ball as smoothly as you want. I think that can be a little bit of a problem for him at times. But he will still come down with these balls a lot. Like, make that adjustment. Bobbles a little bit, but still comes down with it. So I think the hands can be a little questionable at times. He's not the most natural hands catcher I've ever seen. But still able to make nice adjustments. Use his frame to his advantage. Those are all big parts of his game. Really, really nice to see that. And it's just like some of these targets that he wasn't getting. Look at the pace manipulation. So he varies up his pace. He gives a little, that hesitation right there, really selling this route, and then re-accelerate, then foot fire, which freezes this DB. It just keeps him off balance, and then he breaks across the face of him. And it was wide open on the dig route, which is huge in the NFL that you can get open on that type of way, especially when you consider, like, he's isolated as your X. This guy has inside leverage. Look at this corner is like a full yard inside of him, and he's still able to get that open on an in-breaker without route running for his size too. It's 6'3", 215. That's really, really impressive. But yeah, and then just down the field, another example of him working, selling vertical, another dig. He does a good job here. He gives a slight hesitation and then gives this shake like he might break to the outside or sell vertical, and then he boom, sticks that foot on the ground, gets this guy to open up his hips, breaks back across, and is open again. Doesn't get the target, but he's open. Really, really love that type. So like like I was talking about, like those Shanahan systems. I really like it. Like, I am a Dolphins fan, and I really like his fit in Miami. If they were to move on from Tyreek Hill, like, I feel like he would be exactly the type of receiver you're looking for to complement a Jalen Waddle, a bigger body guy that can still win on the outside and win on those timing and breaking routes. He's got that in his bag. Here's another sort of example. Not even doing too much, just making the nice catch, like just kind of gliding down the field. Like he has this, just glide, break, does not do anything too crazy, but still able to get open, and then has, you know, a bigger body, shield, make a tough catch from the middle. Being more of a body catcher, but he feels comfortable in these situations, making some body catches where he can shield the DB away. Just another example of him working in the middle. And then you can line up in the slot, be a slot fade guy versus Penn State. He'll track that ball in nicely. Doesn't do anything too crazy, but he gives you a little bit of a little hezzy split release right here. Boom, hezzy split, break away, fight through the hand fighting, and has enough speed to just pull away and, you know, break into the end zone. Wouldn't say that's a huge part of his game that he did a lot at Maryland, but it's at least there. And I like seeing this yak ability. You know, just sitting on that curl on the outside hook, catch the ball, and then anticipate, work back towards it, and then anticipate. He does a great job, I think, with yak, flipping his hips and momentum, as I talked about. You got to be able to do this. This is a underrated part of after catch ability. Is like not jumping at the catch point. Like he's not jumping. He's keeping his feet grounded. He's flipping his momentum right as he's catching it, and really just shifting to exactly where he wants to go. And then he has a great anticipation. By him doing that, this DB is not as ready as he could be because he's already ready. The receiver's already so ready to get there, and he's able to get downhill, run through an arm tackle, stiff arm him, and allows him almost to get into the end zone, pick up an extra 10 yards that he should. And even here, like, he runs the double move, doesn't get quite open as you would want, but even when he's not open, he can still win. He's a guy that can create separation. When he doesn't create separation, he can make some contested catches, adjust, late adjustment here, which is nice to see, lean into the DB1. He hits him with a double move. DB doesn't even bite for that much, but like make that, track the ball in, late adjustment, pull away, then show the situational awareness to get the feet in bounds, get that touchdown. Really, really nice work there from him. And then at the bottom of the screen, boom, double move, hit the hit the hitch and go, little spin around, get on the top. And then I love this when he gets into this part. I love this part of the game. When he gets in, he is a hand fighter. He will fight through the contact, continue to work down the field, track the ball in, make the adjustment late, which is nice because you can see how late he makes that adjustment. Like the ball's on him, now he's making that adjustment, so the DB has no time to react and make a play at the catch point. Here, didn't see a ton of this, but I love seeing, like, he is full sprinting. One, the corner's blitzing, so he has the safety 1-on-1. He knows he has the leverage. He knows this comeback. He doesn't want to waste any time with the DB blitzing, so he just full sells it, break, sink those hips, get out of it pretty fluidly. For a guy his size, he gets in and out of that break, especially out of a full sprint, very fast, efficient, and then makes a catch near the sideline, just secures it. He just knew, like, a DB was blitzing, they could possibly get to the quarterback pretty quick. He didn't want to waste any time. He knew where the safety was aligned, like, he should have it if he just runs it right away. So that's just good understanding, and then also the athleticism at his size to run that route. I think, you know, that cleanly without too much wasted movement is pretty impressive. Nice to see him here versus press man, making a tough catch on the, as I was talking about, really love the in-breaking ability, whether it's slants, posts, digs, glance routes, those types of things. Here, he gets pressed too, so it's nice to see him work through contact. Like, this guy actually does a pretty good job of the corner playing this. He's not able to get exactly where he wants to be, but he late finds it. He continues to work through the contact, push away, ball's thrown up. He catches it with his hands up and away from the frame. That's what you want to see. I feel like I want to see more of that, but the fact that it's there, he can do it. He has the size for it. He has the physical skill set for it. And there's another example of him working vertically, getting on top of that Indiana corner, not wasting any time. We see him make the back shoulder earlier. This time he's able to just stack, get over the top, track it, pull that ball away, make a tough catch back at the end zone. He can be a multi-level threat, as we've seen, a 3-level impact. He can be, you want to use him in the screen game, I think he can be pretty effective there. He's got the fluidity and feel for it. You want to use him in that intermediate, we see he's really good there, use his body, understands how to run routes. And then can he be a vertical threat? Yes, I think he has enough speed. And then obviously the size, catch radius, adjustment ability, I think, to win there too. So I'm a big fan. I think I haven't seen too much talk about him in this draft cycle. I think I might have him in my top 10 receivers. We'll see how it plays out once we get closer to the draft, once I've seen more. But I'm probably going to have him in that 8, 9, 10 range. And I think he belongs and might be even a better pro than he was a college player. So if you guys would leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Peace.